welcome to our weekly workout. My name is Fran. I'm just going to check all of my volumes. Okay, sorry about that. All right, I hope that you're doing well. It's raining here. I don't know what it's like where you're watching from, but it's raining here. If you don't know me, my name is Fran. I am the owner of Insist on Fit, which is a private training facility in Kitchener, Ontario. Before we get started, I just want to remind you of a couple of things. You're going to make sure that your area is clear, okay? You're going to make sure that you're going to exercise to your level. So if you need to stop, or if you need a break, or you need water, please feel free to do that. I would recommend not stopping completely. If you are feeling that you need a bit of a break, then I'm gonna ask you just to march in place. I see everybody popping on. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And then the other thing, you wanna make sure that you're wearing proper clothing, okay? Layers are always nice because you start off not so warm and then you get a little bit warmer, and then you can take some layers off, right? And then make sure that you have proper footwear on, okay? Make sure your area is clear. You're going to need a broom. If you don't have a broom, you can use a stick of some kind. And if you don't have a stick, then you're fine to use weights if that's what you would prefer. If you don't have weights, then you're welcome to use a stuffy, because stuffies can be used for everything, as we've seen from past workouts. So before we get started with our broom, we're gonna do a little bit of a warm up, okay? So we're gonna start with an overhead reach. So you're just tapping your foot and you're reaching overhead. This move is gonna come in later on in our workout with our broom as well. So just reach, there you go. And knees are bending and tapping that toe. If that's not a possibility, you're welcome to stand in place. Knees are slightly bent if you like. If the arms are not possible, then maybe all you're going to do is tap your toes. So there's always lots of options and you can do different things. Doesn't matter what your fitness level is, okay? And maybe all you're doing is just tapping like this, okay? And that is perfectly fine, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a side to side step. So 2 steps to each direction, tap, and then you can add some arms, okay? And we're getting all the parts of the body nice and warmed up, okay? And again, if this movement side to side is not possible for you, then you're welcome to just stand here and do arms. That's perfectly fine. Again, arms are not possible for you tonight. You can just do that double step tap, okay? Knees are always bent. Core is engaged. So when I'm talking about the core being engaged, I want you to think about tucking your pelvis under. Don't squeeze your glutes. Tuck with the abdominals, okay? And you want to make sure that it's contracted because it protects your low back, okay? All right, we're going to do alternating hands and feet. So arms up, and you're going to reach for maybe your shins, maybe you'll alternate and you'll touch your knees, okay? And again, you decide what is available to you today, depending on how you're feeling. Please make sure that you are using your core for exercises and not your back, because, and I can tell you my own personal experience of something that happened on Monday. I was demonstrating an exercise for a client and I did not engage my core and keep it engaged the whole entire time, and what happened was I ended up hurting my back, and it's a little bit tender right now. It'll be fine with some rest, but you have to listen to your body, okay? And you have to really make sure that you're protecting your body. Good, okay, we got one last warm up here, getting everything warm. We're gonna march in place, okay? So maybe you're just gently walking, arms are just kind of swinging naturally. When we're trying to do things that alternate arms and legs, you don't really have to think about it. It just does it on its own. If this is, you want a little bit more, you are welcome, excuse me, you can jog in place if you like, or you can do some jumping jacks. But for me, because of my back, I'm just gonna march in place, okay? We're almost warmed up, and then we're gonna get into our workout. So I hope everybody can see me okay. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope that so far you're enjoying this. We're gonna do something with our brooms, and we're gonna have some fun tonight, okay? All right, so we're nice and warm, we're gonna grab our broom, okay? And what you're going to do, you're gonna stand with your feet hip width apart. You're gonna hold the broom in one hand. Remember that overhead press that we did earlier? So you're gonna reach, and I really want you to think about reaching. So we're reaching all the way from our foot, from our heel, and it's raising off the ground, and I'm reaching over top with my arm, okay? Make sure that you're not gonna hit the ceiling, okay? I don't want you to have holes in your ceiling. If that's the case, hold. So if you change the way that you're holding the broom, and I have the weighted end, the broom part at the bottom, it actually is quite different than if I hold it in the middle, or if I hold it closer to the bottom. It changes the distribution of the weight. So I encourage you, as we go through this workout, move the broom around, because you will find it feels a little bit different and your muscles work differently, okay? Again, you might just be standing here and doing this, and maybe you're here and you're just lifting this way. That is perfectly fine, okay? We're gonna do each exercise for a minute. You're almost there. We got 15 seconds left. Yes, I'm timing it. For those of you who work out with me, I know you're thinking, she's not checking her timer. I have a timer in front of me on my tablet, on the floor. We got 3 seconds. Last one. There you go. That's a minute, okay? So I've got a timer. I did 1 minute, nice and easy. No math that I have to do. I just have to look at that number and, you know, go to 1 minute longer, okay? So we're gonna go to the other side. So remember, decide where you're gonna hold your broom, and you're gonna reach overhead, okay? I'm gonna hit my light. There we go. And I'm bending. It's a little bit of a squat, okay? And I'm going overhead. And like I said, you wanna make sure that you are protecting your core and you are not banging into anything. And you're using your muscles as they are able to be used. So this is my sore shoulder. So you can see as I'm doing this, I'm not going as high over my head. I'm actually going more in front, because for me, that's what is happening with my body today. My shoulder is sore. I did an arm workout yesterday, so I'm feeling it today. You're doing fantastic. We're almost there. Okay. Last one. There you go. That's a minute. Beautiful. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do, we're going to do a squat twist with a tap behind, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to put my left hand at the end of the broom, okay, the top of the broom, and then the broom base at the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squat and turn and tap behind me, and then come forward. Turn and tap, okay? So here we go. 1 minute. Good. Right? Push. So this left arm, watch, I'm pushing, 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 and it's going past my hips. So let me show you from the side. See what's happening? So I'm squatting down and I'm twisting, okay, my upper body to tap that broom behind me, okay? So it's kind of, if I'm aiming the broom, it's in between my feet, okay? That's the location of it. Not close, but at the end of the broom, okay? So you're doing fantastic. We're halfway. We got 30 more seconds. And I want you to look with it as you do this. If this is super easy for you, you are welcome to squat super, super low and then turn into that, okay? Makes it a little bit harder with more of a squat. If that's not possible, you can just stand here, slight bend in your knee, and twist and tap that broom behind you. If you got 2 more, and then our minute is over, okay? You're doing fantastic. There we go. Good, okay? We're going to shake it out, and we're going to do it on the other side, okay? So my right hand is at the top of the broom. I'm past about a third of the way up the broom, so towards the top of it. Knees are slightly bent. Here I go, and I'm going to push back, okay? And remember, squat and turn, and really get this arm that's on top, my right hand, involved. And I can tell you, as I'm doing this, this arm, even though I'm right-handed, is a little bit harder for me to actually get involved in this. I have to really concentrate on turning and pushing that hand. The other side seemed to have a little bit more control with the push, but that's okay. Like I said, if you want a little bit more, you're going to squat a little bit deeper. If this is super easy, you want extra, you're going to stay in the squat. You're not going to stand up at all. All you're doing is the twist and the push, okay? You're almost there. We got 15 seconds, okay? I know. A minute's a long time. You don't think it is when you're doing something enjoyable, but sometimes when you're doing things that you're like, man, my legs are on fire right now. A minute is a long time. One more. There you go. Minute is up. Fantastic. Okay, so we are going to do a rainbow pass, which we did when we had our pillows. Remember we did the overhead, and we're going to have a squat and a tap. So we're going to tap again. We're going to squat, but we're going to do it to the side, okay? So you're going to squat and tap, pass over, squat and tap, okay? There we go. Beautiful. But we're keeping the broom with us. So the broom is moving, yes? And I'm just kind of letting it slide through my hands as I tap to the side, okay? Good. So think about your squat. You can be in a plie, which you know I like a plie squat. If you have no squat, you are welcome to just bring it across. The higher you can go, the better. But it doesn't mean that if I come across the front, I'm not doing any work. My arms are working, okay? Your core is engaged for this whole entire exercise. We're almost there. We've got 8 seconds left. Good. So if you're squatting, squat, stand up, squat. Good. Whew, almost there. And there we go. That's our minute. Okay. Hope everybody's okay. Give me a little wave or a little heart. I love hearts. I love to see floaty hearts across the screen, or a high five or something like that. That would be great. All right. So now we are doing a front raise with a glute squeeze. Okay. So we got some balance here. So I'm going to show you some options. So I'm going to be balancing starting with my left leg. Okay. That's the one that's going to hold the weight. Slight bend in my knee. Okay. I'm going to put my right foot behind me and I'm going to kickstand it. So my toe is going to be on the ground. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the bar, raise my leg, and squeeze my glute. Okay. So here we go. Squeeze and down. Okay. Squeeze and down. Good. This one is hard. Yeah, man, I can feel it. Let me show you from the front. Good. So you want to think about this hip of the back leg. You want to make sure that it doesn't open. So it doesn't do this. My toes are pointing down. My hip is pointing towards the ground. So you're going to have less of a, it's not about lifting the leg high. It's about contracting the glutes, okay? And again, same thing. If you can lift the bar all the way up, the broom all the way up, great. If you can only go here, that's fantastic. If you can't lift it at all, put it at your chest and just hold it, okay? And it'll give you a little bit of counterbalance. You're doing fantastic. We're almost there. Good. That standing knee slightly bent. Shoulders are nice and contracted. You're almost there. We got 5 seconds, so 2 more squeezes, okay? 1, last one. There we go. Beautiful. Shake out those legs, okay? And we will go to the other side. All right. Right knee slightly bent. Okay, here we go. Lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. Good. So you can raise, like I said, as high as you like. Tap that toe down. Don't put the whole foot down. So when you see from the side, I'm just tapping my toe to give me a little bit of stability. Let me reset things, okay, before I go to the next. But the thing is that this contraction in my glute is very small. So if you can see, I'm just contracting here. It's really small. It's not about lifting really high, okay? You're doing fantastic. We have 20 seconds left on this side. You're doing awesome, okay? We have 1, 2, we have 4 more exercises, okay? We may get through this once. We might have time to start it again. We will see what happens. Good. You're almost there and done. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so this one that we have, if you need a drink of water, have a drink of water. This one is an L hold with a twist, and there's some tapping here. So an L hold. I think we did this in one of our other workouts. I'm hinging from my hips, knees are slightly bent, and I'm making an L, a capital L, an upside down capital L with my upper body as much as possible. If you can't go that low, this is fine, okay? Knees are slightly bent. What you're going to do is you're going to tap the broom on the ground, okay? But what you're doing is you're pivoting with your core like this, okay? So it's like a teeter-totter, okay? Here we go. Tap, tap, whoo, whoo. And if you don't reach the ground, that's fine. So there's a little bit of give in my knees as I do this. I'm looking at the ground. Don't hold your neck up, okay? And you're really contracting those abdominal muscles, sorry, and you're really working. And your back has some stabilizing to do here, okay? So if you can reach to the ground, great. If not, that's not the point. The point is that you have this teeter-totter motion with your upper body. So you're doing a spinal twist, basically. Okay, you're doing awesome. Yep, breathe, breathe, breathe. Shoulders are down, okay? Keep your elbows close to your body. You're almost there. We got 15 seconds. Breathe. Oh man, I can feel this. My abdomen, my abdominals, the whole area is on fire. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Oh man, I'm on fire. I need some water. I can totally feel that. Woo! Okay. We got a landmine. So what a landmine is we're gonna have the top end of the broom, so the non-broom side, the non-bristle side on the ground. And what we're gonna do is we're in a bit of a lunge here, okay? I'm gonna show you some options. I'll show you full, excuse me, then modification. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna lunge and the broom's gonna come down with you. You're gonna push up and squeeze your glute. Lift your foot off the ground. If you are not doing that, that's fine. If you're not doing the full lunge, that's fine. You're gonna stand staggered, okay? All you're gonna do is you're gonna hinge from your waist, a little bit of bend in your knee, and then you're gonna squeeze your glute, but you can leave your foot on the ground, okay? So this, I'm pressing up and down, okay? If this is super challenging, bring your feet together and do it with your feet close together, okay? And get that push. So I really want you to think about, as you're doing this, you're really engaging that muscle, and as you come up to the top, contract the muscle like it's hit a wall, okay? So all those muscles contract as I'm going up and down, okay? I'm not lifting my foot for the glute squeeze, that's fine. I'm still contracting it even though it's on the ground, all right? You're doing awesome. We're almost there. And again, remember, if you want, you can just have a little bit of a bend in your knee. Maybe you're just staying here and you're doing this, okay? So there's not a squat movement. You're just making it about your arms and your chest, okay? Push, push, push. You got 5 seconds. 2 more of these. 1, last one. There we go, okay? So now we're gonna go to the other side and do the landmine on the other side, okay? If you have an angled broom like me, turn the long end away from you so don't poke yourself in the eye, okay? Safety is important, right? So broom's in my left hand, right leg is forward, left leg is back, right, in that lunge. So here we go, come down and press up. Good, good, and squeeze. So again, if you want full thing, squeeze and lift that leg up. Hold it for a second at the top, okay? Good. If not, you're just keeping that foot on the ground, squeezing the glute as you come up. Remember, modification, both heels are on the ground. A little bit of a squat with those legs. Another modification, feet are together and I'm squatting this way, or slight bend in the knee, and all I'm doing is this, and I'm pushing that broom out, okay? So you decide on how you're going to do this exercise, okay? As you do this and you come down, I don't want all the weight to go in the front of your leg, right? You don't want to load the knee, and that's the mistake many people make with their squats, with their lunges, sorry, and squats, is that they come forward in that knee like this, and I don't want you to do that. You got 1 more. There you go. That's your minute. So be aware of your form when you're doing this, okay? Okay. Hope everybody's okay. and you're having a newfound love of your broom and the things that we can do with it. Okay, so that L hold that we did, we are going to do that, and we're just going to hold, okay? And you're going to hold the broom out this way. So my knees are slightly bent, my feet are hip width apart, right? Slight bend in my knees. I'm going to hinge at my hips, hold the broom out like this, and you're going to hold. This is very challenging. Maybe you're here. Okay, slight bend in your knees, shoulders are back and down. If you want to be bent over but you can't hold the broom up, just hold your arms down. So they're straight in front of me and I'm holding the broom. Shoulder blades are contracted and I'm just breathing, okay? We are only halfway. I know, it feels like it should be more, but we're only halfway. Good. You can try, see if you can lift it a little bit away from your body. If that's not available, that's fine. And like I said, there's lots of variations. So you can do chair. We did chair last week, I believe. So you can sit in a chair and hold the broom up here. Okay, tuck your pelvis, shoulders back and down. You're doing great. We got 10 seconds left and then we're done this exercise. So as you get stronger and the muscles are more engaged, you can just lean forward, elongate your upper body, and there you go. That is your minute. We're done that exercise. So I hope you're doing okay. I see lots of people have popped on, so it's good. I hope you're enjoying it. All right, we're doing a core twist now in a plie hold. So palms up. You're gonna hold the broom. So remember we did this one down here where you were teeter-tottering, seesawing? That's what we're gonna do here. So I'm in a plie hold. Arms, elbows are close to my body, and all I'm gonna do is this. So nice and slow. Shoulders are back and down. Good. You don't have to go fast. You can go nice and slow. That's all I'm doing is I'm twisting. So imagine that someone has their hand on your abdomen and they're pulling back. So you're not using your back, you're using your core, okay? You're using the abdominal muscles, okay, to pull back. If you need a visual, flip your hands, put the broom on your stomach, on your abdominals, and push with your hands to make those muscles activate. The thing with muscles and doing different things is that they don't know what they're doing until we teach them. And so that's why, you know, you might do an exercise many times. That's why when we do these workouts, I might come back to something or incorporate the same thing in a different exercise because we're teaching the muscles to do the work. That's your minute, okay? So we have to teach the muscles what to do before we can expect them to do what we want them to, if that makes sense, okay? So those are the exercises. We got a few, oh no, we don't. We're out of time. We're gonna stretch now. You did a fantastic job. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you can see how, you know, you have a broom and you can do anything with that, this piece of equipment, and you don't have to have anything fancy at home. So we're gonna come down to the mat. We're gonna do one core exercise on the mat, and then we're gonna stretch, okay? So just trying to make sure you can see me. Perfect. So if you know boat, you know I love boat. So you can do boat and hold this broom up. You can have your feet open, legs open, toes are up, and you're gonna hold this and just lean back just a touch. Broom is over your head, nice and tall. Okay, you gotta think about how you feel. If this is not possible, maybe you're gonna hold palms up near your chest. Try and see if you can lift one leg. So try different variations. Before you say you can't do something, there's always different ways that you can modify exercises, okay? There's tons of ways to modify something. Maybe I'm gonna have my arms out. So palms up and I'm holding the broom and I'm trying to keep it nice and level. So one side is not tipping or higher than the other side. My shoulders are down. My upper body is nice and tall. Open your chest. Okay, you're doing fantastic. We've got 15 seconds left. This is our last exercise and then we're gonna stretch, okay? You're doing great. You're doing great. 5 more seconds. I know. It's a long 5 seconds, right? There we go. There we go. Put that broom down and let's lie back and have a fantastic stretch. You did a really good job. And, you know, as we start to stretch, I want you to think about the quote for this week. So this week's quote is, life is change. Okay? And lie back, bring both legs into your chest and just gently rock side to side. Life is change. It's always change. And the reality is that we can choose to fight against the change, which we have possibly no control over, or we can try and go with the change. So sometimes we want to fight the change, but sometimes it's much better and easier if we just kind of go with the flow. Stretch out your left leg, nice and relax, and then you're going to bring that, stretch out your right leg. Did I say left or right? Anyway, right leg, and your left leg is going to come across the body nice and gently, and keep that left arm on the ground, okay? But the thing is that right now we are in a pandemic situation, and there are many things that I would like to change, but I don't have any control over them. Come back to center. Stretch out your your left leg, and then bring in your right. Oh man, right and left are not my friend tonight. I have no control over the things that I can't change. So for example, I can't have my clients in the studio to train. And yeah, I don't like it. And I'd love to fight against it. But the reality is I can't for legal reasons. But I can't because, you know, from a health point of view, I want to make sure, nice and gently come up, hands and knees. I want to make sure that my clients and myself are safe and our families are safe. So fighting against that change is not beneficial, right? Round your back and drop your head. And then you're going to inhale and gently arch your back and lift your head. So we're doing cat and cow. So this is cat. And inhale and go to cow. One more. This is my favorite stretch. My favorite pair of stretches. So you're going to slowly, excuse me, tuck your feet. Toes gently roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Okay, and we're going to open our palms, drop our hands down onto a 45 and open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is a fantastic chest opening exercise. When you do it, lift your head so you create length in your neck and chest. Good, and then we're going to interlace our fingers and we're going to round our upper back and drop our head and extend our arms out. Good, and then we're going to do that one more time. Beautiful. So life is change, and sometimes I got no control over that, so I'm just going to let whatever needs to happen, okay? There you go. You are done your broom workout for the week. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, feel free to comment, send me. I've been getting some messages from people. They've been enjoying the workouts. They've asked for certain things. If there's something you would like me to include in a future workout, please send me a message. I'm happy to do that for you. If you have any questions about anything or you're not sure about things, send me a message. I'm always open for conversation. Go have some protein. Please share the video with your friends. Please comment on the video. And my pleasure, Marie. Thanks so much for joining. Hope the kids did it with you. Maybe they enjoyed it. And I hope that, you know, you enjoyed it. Have yourself a fantastic week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thank you for your time coming out tonight to do the workout. And go eat some protein. And I will see you next week, okay? Thanks. See you later.